All right, so something I didn't mention in the last video, which I think is noteworthy, is what happens to the parentheses when I multiply a number and a linear binomial? What happens to those things? And I'll give you the quick answer here. The short answer is the parentheses go away. They go away. And so let's look. You don't have to worry about them anymore after you multiply. So let's look at an example of something like -3 times -x plus 7, for example, right? We have a linear binomial and a number, but let's look at the operations first. Oh, dang. Let's look at the operations here. We got some addition, we got parentheses, we have, well, that's a negative sign, so we're not going to label that, but then we have some multiplication. Okay, parentheses first. Important, do whatever it says inside the parentheses. Well, let's try. We got an x and a 7. Those are unlike terms. Can we add those together? No, we can't add those together. So it looks like we can't do anything with the parentheses. And we can't even do the addition inside the parentheses. We can do neither. But remember that little math trick that I taught you last video. If you have a linear binomial times a number, you can multiply them together. And guess what? These parentheses go bye-bye. They go bye-bye. So let's take a look at let's refresh here. Okay, here's my linear binomial and my number, and okay, so there's 3 things that get multiplied here. And they get multiplied in a specific order. First, I got to identify my terms, and the number I'm multiplying these guys by. Binomial means 2 terms, so I'm going to identify the 2 terms, and I'm going to identify the number that I'm multiplying by those 2 terms. And I've done that by putting little clouds around them. Okay, the first set of clouds are going to multiply together are this guy and this guy. And it's supposed to multiply coefficients together. There's no coefficient here, but there is. You remember that guy, invisible 1, right? There he is. So now I can take -3 times -1x and get positive 3x, right? Now it's time for me to multiply this number by this term this time. I'm going to take this number and multiply by this term this time. -3 times positive 7 is going to be a negative 21, negative 21. However, this quickly becomes a subtraction symbol. And the reason is because this guy was an addition symbol to begin with. So we cheated, we used a shortcut. We didn't cheat, but we used a shortcut and made this into a positive 7. When we multiplied, right, we got a negative, but then we had to go back to this being an actual operator. So that's our shortcut, and so this goes back to subtraction. And guess what? We're done. Notice what happened. Notice, you can notice right there that these guys went away. They're gone. After you multiply a number in a linear binomial, the parentheses go away. You don't have to worry about them anymore. Okay, great. I hope this video helped you to understand what to do with those pesky parentheses once you multiply a number in a linear binomial. Hope you have a great day. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye.